Last week's market activity was highlighted by volatility, which doubled in percentage movement overnight. Its previously largest move from 17 to 19.9 being an almost 20% move on the previous day, with the move up to almost 28 being a 40% increase in the VIX. The moves were largely owing to the massive sell-off in the Chinese market after continued concerns about weak global growth and regulator interference created a fearful knee-jerk reaction. Global indices plummeted but were quickly reversed after the PBOC intervened to cut its benchmark lending rate, and the USA produced some stellar quarter-on-quarter GDP numbers, beating estimates of 3.7%. The hawkish commentary from the Fed aided in settling fears about the effect of Chinese market fluctuations on the US's intended rate hiking cycle, which may still be on the cards for September provided that US data continues to improve. Locally, South African GDP for the second quarter was fairly dismal, decreasing by an annualized rate of 1.3% compared to an increase of the same number in Q1. The largest contributors to the decline were the manufacturing industry, mining and quarrying, along with agriculture, forestry and fishing industry. On the commodities front, Brent crude staged one of its largest daily gains, climbing almost 10% after reaching a fresh 6-year low. Despite last week's early moves, the market finished up stronger, and we have opened up the week on a slightly bearish note, with most indices being slightly off in morning trade. Economic news this week is largely dominated by US ISM manufacturing PMI, jobless claims, ADP employment, and US non-farm payrolls, all expected towards the latter part of the week. However, market participants will also be looking toward Chinese manufacturing PMI numbers tomorrow for any indication of further weakening. A handful of shares are in the green this morning in the top 40, with Bidvest, SAB Miller, Woolworths, Mediclinic and British American Tobacco being the top performers thus far. The laggers include Anglo American PLC, Shoprite, Nedbank, Kumba Iron Ore and Sasol Limited. A fair amount of local corporate activity this week, with AdCorp, AECI, Capital and Counties, Liberty Holdings, Raynet and Sibanya all going ex-div today. We have full year results from Bidvest, Grand Parade and WBHO today. For the rest of the week, we have Q4 results from DRD Gold, full year results from RCL Foods and Impala Platinum, with interim and full year results from Sanlam and African Rainbow Minerals respectively.